In the fascinating world of human relationships, discovering the keys to deep connection becomes an art. Have you ever wondered what psychological secrets can make a difference when trying to win the heart of any woman? Today, we will unravel the mysteries of attraction and explore psychological tricks backed by Stoic philosophy. Imagine for a moment being able to positively influence any encounter, triggering a genuine connection. This video is not just a set of superficial tips. It's an immersion into Stoicism and how this philosophy can transform your relationships. Several studies indicate that it is easier to win someone's affection when effectively stimulating the most sensitive areas of their mind. Our approach is different. We don't seek to manipulate but to understand and respect the depth of human relationships. This video will offer you a more authentic and respectful insight into how to connect with others, especially with women. These psychological tricks have been used from ancient Rome to the present, allowing us to charm any woman and penetrate her subconscious through skillful manipulation of her most vulnerable points. Do not miss a single moment of this content because the last trick revealed will provide you with a quick and easy way to access her mind. Let's start with these 10 psychological tricks that will change your perspective on relationships forever. Trick number 1. Smile more to appear more attractive, confident, and sociable. Smiles have a profound impact on how others perceive us. Numerous scientific studies have shown that smiling more can make us appear more attractive, confident, sociable, trustworthy, and successful. Smiling becomes a powerful tool to improve our appearance and communicate desirable qualities. In terms of attractiveness, people who smile habitually are perceived as more attractive. Smiling not only highlights facial beauty but also projects a positive and friendly attitude that is attractive to others. Additionally, smiling contributes to conveying security and confidence. Those who smile tend to be perceived as more self-assured. This positive facial gesture suggests openness to others and creates an atmosphere of trust in social interactions. Oxytocin is a hormone and neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in the formation of social and emotional bonds. Traditionally associated with breastfeeding and childbirth, oxytocin is also linked to the creation and strengthening of emotional connections between individuals. In the context of eye contact, oxytocin acts as a biochemical mediator that can intensify feelings of attraction and connection between two people. When we maintain eye contact with someone we are interested in for longer periods, the release of oxytocin is triggered in both participants. This phenomenon can be somewhat compared to the release of oxytocin that occurs during breastfeeding, creating a parallel in biochemical effects. Oxytocin in this context is associated with the formation of emotional bonds and the establishment of a deeper connection. Trick number 3. Lean towards the other person when speaking to show interest, intimacy, and attraction. The third tip is to lean towards the other person when speaking. Our body language and posture communicate powerful messages that can either draw others closer to us or push them away. Leaning slightly towards someone while we converse is understood as a signal of attraction, interest, comfort, and openness. Body leaning translates into a nonverbal way of expressing connection and emotional closeness. When we lean slightly towards the person we are interacting with, we send clear signals that we are engaged in the conversation and willing to share a more intimate space. This gesture creates an atmosphere of openness and receptivity, establishing a deeper connection between the speakers. Leaning can also be interpreted as a manifestation of genuine interest in what the other person is saying. By physically approaching, we demonstrate that we value their presence and are willing to actively pay attention. This action can intensify the sense of emotional connection, as it indicates a level of commitment and involvement beyond spoken words. Trick number 4. Be complimentary to increase self-esteem and attraction in others. Verbally recognizing the positive qualities of another person has a profound effect on how we perceive and relate to them. At a cerebral level, receiving a sincere compliment activates reward areas, generating pleasant feelings. By expressing sincere compliments, we are sending positive signals that go beyond words. These compliments not only generate pleasant feelings in the person receiving them, but also activate specific areas in the brain related to reward and well-being. At a cerebral level, receiving a sincere compliment triggers the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine, which are associated with the sensation of pleasure and happiness. The act of acknowledging the positive qualities of someone significantly contributes to increasing their self-esteem. When we express admiration for the skills, characteristics, or achievements of another person, we are providing them with external validation of their worth and contribution. This recognition can have a profound impact on the perception that person has of themselves, reinforcing feelings of confidence and self-worth. Remember, if you haven't already, I hope you subscribe to the channel if you find this video interesting and it resonates with your life. Let's continue. Trick number 5. Use mirroring technique to subtly increase connection. A study found that people unconsciously feel attracted to those who subtly mimic their behavior. To further captivate the woman you're interested in, try replicating her behavior during conversation. A relevant study found that people unconsciously feel attracted to those who subtly replicate their movements and behaviors during an interaction. This attraction stems from the perception of similarity and familiarity, creating a sense of deeper and more comfortable connection. Applying the mirroring technique during a conversation involves carefully observing the gestures, facial expressions, and body postures of the person you are interacting with, and subtly replicating some of these. This imitation should be subtle and natural, avoiding any sense of being forced or artificial. Trick number 6. Incorporate subtle physical contact to strengthen connection. Science supports the theory that physical contact plays a crucial role in strengthening the connection between two people. Gentle touches on areas like shoulders, forearms, lower back, and waist can increase a woman's attraction. When we talk about subtle physical contact, we refer to light and respectful tactile gestures such as gently touching shoulders, forearms, lower back, or waist. These areas are considered less invasive and can be perceived as more intimate when touched appropriately. The theory behind this advice is based on the physiological and psychological response that physical contact can generate. During physical contact, neurotransmitters and hormones like oxytocin, known as the love hormone, are released. This hormone is associated with the creation of emotional bonds and the generation of feelings of affection and connection. Trick number 7. Make her laugh to activate emotional contagion. Humor is a powerful tool for creating unforgettable connections. Making a woman laugh not only increases your attractiveness, but also activates emotional contagion, creating positive associations in her brain. Numerous studies support the idea that humor is a key component in creating emotional bonds. When you make someone laugh, you not only provoke moments of happiness but also trigger a cascade of chemical reactions in the brain. The release of endorphins, the so-called happiness hormones, takes place, and these chemicals are associated with pleasure and a sense of well-being. Emotional contagion in this context refers to the ability of humor to induce similar emotional states in those who experience it. When you make the woman you're interested in laugh, you activate this phenomenon, creating a connection based on shared moments of joy and fun. Trick number 8. Display self-confidence to be more attractive. Self-confidence is a highly attractive and powerful quality in seduction. Acting according to your own standards, and not depending on external approval, increases your attractiveness and makes you more valuable in the eyes of women. Self-confidence is manifested in the ability to act according to your own standards and values, without depending on external approval. A confident man knows his own worth and does not constantly seek validation from others, especially when it comes to winning over a woman. This attitude of security and self-acceptance generates a positive impact on how you are perceived. The key to showing self-confidence lies in maintaining a firm and secure posture in both your actions and your language. Avoiding seeking approval or changing your behavior to please others is essential. When you are authentic and true to yourself, you create an impression of solidity and self-esteem. Acting according to your own standards does not imply being arrogant or inconsiderate. Rather, It is about having a clear understanding of who you are and what you value, and expressing it authentically. Self-confidence attracts because it suggests that you have a defined sense of identity and are not easily influenced by others' opinions. Trick number 9. Mind your first impression to shape the initial perception. The first impression you make on someone, whether positive or negative, can influence how they perceive you. Carefully shaping your first impression is crucial for them to see you as the man they desire. The importance of the first impression in the seduction process cannot be underestimated. The way you initially present yourself to someone, whether positive or negative, can have a significant impact on how that person perceives and relates to you. Therefore, meticulously crafting your first impression is a fundamental strategy to be seen as the man they truly desire. The first impression is the introduction to your personality and lifestyle. It can set the tone for future interactions and, in many cases, influences the expectations that the other person has of you. It is a crucial moment that can determine whether the connection will develop or fade away. Trick number 10. Project power through body posture. The 10th trick is the power of posture. Our body posture reveals a lot about our feelings and self-esteem. Projecting power through proper posture can increase admiration towards you. Projecting power through posture is not just about appearing. It has real effects on how others perceive you. When you adopt a posture of power, you send signals to people's brains, influencing their perception of you. The upright and open posture communicates confidence and self-esteem, generating admiration and attraction. It is important to note that projecting power does not imply arrogance or excessive domination. It is about conveying a sense of self-assurance and occupying your space respectfully. The right posture can be a valuable tool for building an attractive image and leaving a lasting impression on those you interact with. These are just some of the scientifically backed tricks we will explore on this fascinating journey to understanding human attraction. Each piece of advice is grounded in concrete scientific evidence so that you can apply them ethically and effectively in your romantic and social life. I sincerely hope that this message has been useful to you. I want to congratulate you greatly for having come this far and for having finished the video. That means that you want to improve as a person. If you liked the video, leave your comment. You don't know what to comment. Comment, "I dare," so I know you made it to the end. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, warrior.